There's been developing news today that there's been a big accident in Turkey involving coal miners. It's my understanding there's been a big explosion at a coal mine in Soma, which is a town in the west of Turkey. Prime Minister Erdogan has been on the scene, and according to the BBC report, rescuers are hunting desperately for scores of Turkish coal miners still missing after an explosion caused a pit to collapse. At least 200, I think I said explosion, it caused a pit to collapse, killing at least 245. This is obviously a major disaster. Frantic relatives have gathered at the mine waiting for news of loved ones, and it's a pretty dramatic scene going on there. I believe this accident occurred earlier on today, and it's certainly a major accident. It's comparable to the 1992 disaster when 263 perished. Just a few thoughts about this. Firstly, this reminds me of just how dangerous this industry still is. We often hear about coal accidents in China, and as we can see here in Turkey and all over the world, it still remains a very, very dangerous industry. We should all have respect for the men who risk their lives doing this work to provide fuel, and it's I hope it brings about legislation to make the industry much safer. I hope that can happen. You know, I come from a part of northeast England where coal mining has traditionally been very, very important. It's declined today, but just like the disaster today, there's a long line of accidents and tragedies in northeast England and in other parts of Britain on a similar scale, and many, many smaller accidents as well. Literally thousands upon thousands of men and boys perished in these accidents over the years. So it just reminds me of 50 years ago, communities here would have been experiencing something similar. So my heart goes out to all of those involved, and it must be a very nervous time for the relatives. So let's hope any survivors can be found as soon as possible, and let's hope lessons are learnt from this tragedy. So that's just some thoughts on that. I'll put a link to the article from the BBC, and let's just hope as many people can be rescued as possible.